So guys, welcome into today's video. I'm going to be discussing why Bitcoin could potentially 35x from the current price. Now, currently, if we look at Bitcoin's market cap, we can see that we are under $1 trillion. Bitcoin has now reached 830 billion in market cap as of today, which is absolutely massive for Bitcoin. Once we do pass over that threshold of $1 trillion again, we are going to have an explosion and a flood in the price of Bitcoin. Of course, not only in Bitcoin, but also in other altcoins and other cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum and Solana and Avalanche. Now, these are the top holdings in my portfolio, and it is to the belief of Michael Saylor and Cathie that Bitcoin is here to stay. It is part of the future, and we have a whopping amazing price prediction of 1.5 million by the time that 2030 hits from Cathie Wood's big ideas. Now we can see really quickly, just taking a wee look at this data from ARK Invest's Bitcoin white paper, we can see that Cathie Wood's bear case is for 258,000 for Bitcoin by the year of 2030, and the bull case is for 1.48 million. Now, this is a combination of many factors. We have BlackRock filing for an ETF approval coming next year, including ARK Invest in January, where we should get a consensus decision. And we have also an Ethereum spot ETF being approved. We're then going to have institutions buying into Bitcoin long term, which is going to make things so much easier for the crypto assets to be absorbed in the financial markets. There's so many bull cases. We've only just started the bull run for 2023 and 2024 respectively. We can have a quick look over the charts and we can see that lovely upward trend as we are now having coming through since November. And if we go right back in these charts, you can see, guys, how far we have come over these last few months. This is just the beginning. There is so much hype and so much exciting news for Bitcoin. I am so bullish on the crypto space as a whole. Now, I am going to tell you in this video a few things that I am doing with my money, and also, again, please note none of this is financial advice, just simply what I am doing and entertainment purposes only. But if we look at the Bitcoin market cap and we compare it to the market cap of gold, where gold is sitting above $10 trillion, and we're not even at 1 trillion, guys, and Bitcoin is essentially a digital gold. The way it's held inside a person's portfolio, inside a crypto wallet, it is, again, there's 21 million Bitcoins, and every time someone buys Bitcoin, it pushes the price higher. So the more people that hold, the higher the price goes. It's going to be a deflationary asset to hold inside a long-term portfolio. And year to date, guys, this is one of the best performing assets in the market. It's been better than real estate. It's been better than any stock on the stock market, and it's outperforming everything. This is why Michael Saylor is extremely bullish, and he has been buying Bitcoin up ever since it was at 60,000 last year, and of course when it crashed down to 16,000 this year. Michael Saylor is one of the biggest Bitcoin bulls of our generation, and he believes that Bitcoin is going to be worth well over £1 million per coin, and he has been buying it up with an average price of around £30,000 per coin. So again, there's so many amazing things happening in the crypto space, guys, and I'm here to tell you some quick analysis as to where I think we are going to see a settlement in Bitcoin over the coming week. So we can see that we have resistance around the 44,000 mark. We tested here twice already, and we also have some variable resistance which has happened around the 38,000 mark. So currently we are in this price range between 38 and 44,000. Now that we are actually in a bull run, we are majority over the 50 on the RSI, and again we are currently above that kind of 20 on the moving average. I do expect us at some point to retest back up towards this 44,000. The next imperative motive for Bitcoin would then be to hit this wall of resistance, which is around 48,000. If I come out into the weekly chart, guys, you can see that we have resistance from previous all-time highs when we were at 68,000. Also around this area, there is some major resistance around that 48,000 mark. So this is where I think the next leap up for Bitcoin is going to be in the short term. And once we do hit that, that's going to allow a lot of money to hopefully flood in. We may even be close to that $1 trillion threshold. And again, that's going to push the price of Ethereum and these other altcoins right back up to some of their existing all-time highs. Now, Solana is still down, guys, massively from its all-time high. Now, if we come onto the price chart of Solana, we can see that we are absolutely in an epic bull run right now. We are actually overextended on the RSI if we come onto the weekly. But if I come back down onto the daily, you guys can see again that we were down around $75. That all-time high around $250. We are still discounted, guys, more than 50% on this price. This is incredible news for anyone that's bullish on Solana, because this means that you're still getting a massive discount off all-time highs. And as that money and the institutional adoption comes into play and we get that money coming into Bitcoin and Ethereum, we are going to see that money also spread out to these other coins, and we are going to see this market cap increase significantly. Now, it is expected that this bull run runs through to about the age of about 2025. So we have a really long time for this to kind of play out, and the best time to sell is typically 6 months prior to the bull run, where you're buying up that crypto and then selling it 12 months after the bull run, and that way you are actually reaching all-time highs over the course of those 4 years, where we do have that leverage of 3 years in the bull market and essentially 1 year in a bear market. Now, this has happened with history over Bitcoin's history over the last 15 years, and you can see this is a super simple way to do this. Is coming onto the weekly chart. We come back to Bitcoin and we can see how these cycles have played out time and time again over the course of these years, and we've reached these all-time highs. So guys, I really do believe in the price of Bitcoin coming out to hitting around that mid-range of about 682, as Cathie Wood says, as a mid-turf for Bitcoin by 2030. I think we're going to see levels well above this once we start to get governments and other people realize that the only way that we're going to make it through this debt that America has, the debt that the UK has, and all of those things, Bitcoin is going to be one of those financial instruments that's going to help solve the problems of inflation, where people can pile their money in and watch it grow up over time. Because the more people that are bullish on Bitcoin, the more people and the bigger the community in the space goes, the higher the price is going to go. Along with it are going to be all of those other small market cap cryptos. And the one thing that I hadn't mentioned yet on this video is the fact that so many financial advisors aren't just going to want to buy, into Bitcoin. They're going to want to say, we're going to want to diversify. If we're in crypto, we're also going to want to hold some of the next biggest players, which is going to be Solana, which is going to be Ethereum. Maybe it's going to be XRP, but these are the three guys that I am super bullish on in the space of the crypto world. And right now they are all trending extremely well. They have a lot of future growth. They have so many good tailwinds, which I will talk about in another video, because otherwise this video will be too long. But that's how I see Bitcoin going. I see Bitcoin hitting 100,000 by the midsummer of next year, and I just see a continuation pattern as we come into this bull run. It's an extremely exciting time to be an investor. It's an extremely exciting time for so many people, and I think this is one of the only opportunities that we're going to see in our lifetimes, where we're going to have a potential to over double, triple, quadruple our money in a short variation of time, just by holding an asset like cryptocurrency and Bitcoin inside a portfolio. Of course, there's always going to be a risk with any type of asset, and a high risk, high reward is definitely something that cryptocurrency stands for. Sometimes Bitcoin moves up 5-10% in a single day, along with some of these other altcoins. But guys, that's just the way that crypto works. You have to take the emotion out. You have to think of the long-term objective and where this price is going to go based on so many events that are happening. Like I said, once we get those ETFs approved, once we start the bull run, which we know we're now in a bull market. There's so many things happening. We have so many different industries taking in crypto. We have so many approvals coming in once we pass the 1 trillion mark. These are all massive bullish signs that are going to push the prices of Bitcoin higher over the next 6 months. And it's still such an early adoption, guys. There's only, a handful of millions of people that invest in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, and as that space grows to over 1 billion people over the next 5 years, which I really believe is going to happen more and more as we come into the weeks and the months of the next kind of year, you're going to see so much more money coming into this space, which is going to be great for all those crypto players that are long-term holders. So guys, that's my video. I really believe that we're going to hit that 100k mark by this time next year for Bitcoin, and we can easily see higher levels from there. Cathie Wood believes that we are going to have a 35x to 1.5 million, and there's so many reasons, like I have been over in this video, in the short term as to why that's going to happen. If you like this video, please go down, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I will get out some new videos as soon as I can with some more updates on the price of Bitcoin. And if there's any particular coin that you would like me to do an analysis on in those top kind of 5 cryptocurrencies, then I'd be more than happy to dive deeper in that for you. See you guys in my next video. Thanks.